So bottom line up front, the Mavic 3 with the DJI RC Plus controller with the mod to run the RC Pro controller firmware is totally working, and it's great. I just got to get used to the buttons and switches. Not all the buttons and switches work, but basically they map to the same ones as what the RC Pro has. Love that. I just love orbiting. It's great. And it's just so effortless with these longer sticks and this whole setup. You get so much better control. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Here's the first real world test of the DJI RC Plus controller with the Mavic 3. Auto takeoff. Taking off. All right, taking off. Basically, we just want to make sure it works, get a feel for it. It's definitely a little different because we're in the cold right now, but so we need to increase our f-stop. So I'm going to press this button on the back, the C1 button. Oh, I forgot about C3. Dang. C1, and we're going to do the zoom wheel, and that is going to what is it doing? Oh, it's that's our shutter speed. That's right. Well, we want to keep that at 60. C2 zoom wheel, so right hand wheel, and it's going to, we can increase our f-stop. There we go. What's cool is we can use this scroll wheel to zoom up to 3x. So we want to record, so it's gonna be on our left hand, record, and it's great because I have access to the screen with my thumbs, but for the most part, there are buttons for everything. So that is really cool. And these sticks feel so much better. It's so much easier to sort of get them to start and stop, I would say. You know, and we can just quite easily get a nice orbit going here. Very nice. Very nice. We could zoom in. Let's see. No, that's the wrong way. Zoom in. I'm not used to pulling to zoom in. That seems weird. But okay. I'll have to imagine unless I can reverse that, which I'm not sure if I can. I'll just have to imagine that I'm pushing the subject away from me and pulling it closer. Like this. And I probably need to slow down that zoom a lot to make it more watchable. But I can adjust it myself. It's a little jumpy, but my fingers are kind of cold, so that's why it's like that. So I just need to practice this quite a bit and get real, solid on it. But it's going to be awesome for some stuff I have planned. So if we kind of use that little shed as our subject here, we can zoom in real time, paying attention to our altitude, making sure we're not going to hit those trees, of course. Not all the buttons and switches work, but basically they map to the same ones as what the RC Pro has. So you don't really get all of the features of the RC Plus, but it's pretty darn great. Pretty darn great. Yeah, that's super cool. So compared to what I had been using, which was the RC, the N2, I guess it was, the standard baseline DJI controller, this one is so much better. The sticks feel so much better. I feel like I can get really good control, and it's so smooth and soft on the sticks, which is great. It's it's cold right now, so trying to get used to that, and it's just a totally different grip in my hands. So as far as that goes, that part's very different, and we're getting a lot of like obstacle avoidance weirdness going on here. Let's see here. Come on, nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. There we go. Yeah, look at that shed. Okay, ease up a little, ease up a little, ease up, ease up. Ease up, don't drop down so hard. There we go. Oh, Oh, we're skipping, we're sliding. Not too bad though, not too bad. And then the zoom, that's a really cool feature because we can also just back out of here. And back out, keep it in the shot, and then we can also zoom. Oh, I was zoomed in. But we can zoom like this. Super cool. I probably should have done screen recording on here, but I didn't, so okay. All right, and of course, paying attention to where the drone is in space to make sure we don't run into trees and stuff. All right. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we have this, the range of motion on these sticks, it feels like it's just is tremendous. And then we can zoom out. The zoom is a bit fast for my liking. I really need to slow that down, but pretty cool for practical usage, right? Check that out. Because like zooming in 3x on a 4K video is not that bad, and but it's super cool to be able to get that when you need it. More for practical stuff, probably. You know, if you're going for best quality, obviously it's not really what you want to do because it's just a digital zoom. Nice. So let's go ahead and like orbit this guy. So let's say we want to do an orbit. Let's initiate it. Gonna put in some roll and a little bit of yaw to compensate, and cruise control, and that's hands off. And so it's keeping that angle. So if I did it right, and if we don't have drift from wind and stuff, it will do an orbit. It'll continue orbiting in that way, which is pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure that, yeah, so it will just continue to orbit. Can I push this up? Yeah, so we can actually do a spiral in that way. I don't have to be pushing the sticks the whole time to do a spiral, because we can spiral and we can increase, we can basically keep the direction, the rotation of the drone. Can I reorient the gimbal? I can. Yeah, so that's really interesting. So cruise control, it's keeping the original settings I put in there, and now we're spiraling actually. That's super cool. And I can just make little corrections. It looks like we are increasing. Are we increasing altitude? No, not really. We did like for a foot. So we are just over the tree line over there, and we're just orbiting. I should have gotten a picture of that. So now we can record, and this is super cool because I've done so many shots where I'm having to hold the sticks the whole time, and it's very difficult, and my hands get cramped, or it's really hard to make small corrections. But it looks like I can just still make small corrections on here. And then I wonder, like, can I just no, I guess so. I can draw on here, but I can't just move I can't just move the gimbal. Wasn't there a way to move the gimbal? And also I could zoom with this other scroll wheel, which is super cool. You can kind of, when we zoom, you can kind of see how it's getting off a little bit, but I can just put in a little tiny bit of yaw input, get back on track on that spiral to center it, and boom, we are in business. Obviously, we need to have, you know, spatial awareness of where the drone is and all that. This is kind of like, I guess you could call this kind of the Overwatch mode. Just kind of orbiting. Let's go into explore mode because I'm curious. Record, there we go. Okay, so zooming in on the shed, 4x. 4x just jumps up, and then I'm pretty sure that's when it switches over to that other camera. And that may be one of the things that will work very well for getting some close-up shots. Because, you know, it just depends on the quality that you need. Because it's set to auto right now. I don't think you can set it to not auto. Yeah, it's auto only. So it is what it is, basically. The point is, look, like, do you want to be able to see close up? or not, because that's pretty cool. I know it's not the most zoomy zoom ever, right? But that's, you know, pretty darn close up. Personally, I think probably right about, I think it was, what was it? Was the 4x there jumped up? This zoom is quite finicky. Oh, so right at 4x, it goes from 4x to 7x. So 7x seems to really have quite good quality. It's definitely, you know, not the prettiest picture with the motion and stuff, but let's see. Let me go this way. There we go. There we go. Once I stop just panning, it gets so much better. So like if I'm over here, it's taking me a little while, but we're gonna get over to my position. I'll film myself. I use myself as a subject. There I am, nice and bright. And if I'm doing kind of a rolling, you know, orbiting motion, it looks much better. Much better. And I can zoom out, so that's crazy. So all the way zoomed out, that's what it looks like, right? You can barely see me, like I'm just a tiny little speck. But if we zoom in, that's not too bad, you know, to that 3x, but then really, we're switching cameras right here, and now we're on that zoom camera, which starts to break down like by 16x, and at 28x, that's pretty crazy, but, you know, there I'm waving and all that stuff, so you can still capture the action from pretty far away, which is really cool. And this isn't even their, you know, their zoom camera model with a zoom that's supposed to be super impressive. From a quality perspective, that zoom is not impressive, but just from getting, you know, decent shots, it is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really liking this. It's going to take some getting used to. Hold on. So, you can access the menu, but don't do that, because I'm switching stuff that should not be switched. Gimbal remains fixed horizontally when the aircraft is moving. Yeah, that's what we want. So yeah, using the joystick to access the menu is not really working well. So this may not have been a super exciting flight, at least for a lot of people, but I'm pretty stoked about it, because this is going to really open up the capabilities for this Mavic 3. Anyway, if this has been a video, thanks for watching, everybody. I encourage you to get out there and fly something, go print something, do creative stuff, and I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.